Hey guys, what's up? Scotch Duck here, once again. Right, okay, so, as of right now, I don't have a watch. It's the 1st of December, because it's like really late at night, and I'm bored, so I'm gonna do a video. And yeah, this is the list that I look forward to every year, you know? It's like, what were my favourite games of like 2000 whatever. It's like, let's do a video and have people get pissed off at my choices, and it's always fun to do. It's always fun to do, to look back on the year and see how good it was. And good 2017 was, especially near the beginning of the year. So much shit came out in those first 3 months that it's amazing, you know? And 2017 kind of went down mostly because like, mostly because of like, you know, the loot box craze that we're in right now, and people were getting a bit pissy and stuff. But there was still some good shit. There was still definitely some good shit. And I'm gonna go over my top 15, okay? Like, I think it was like 2015. It was either 2015 or it was actually last year. I was making videos, I think it was last year. I was making videos and I was like struggling to like come up with a top 10, to the point that I was like throwing just games that I'd happened to play at the beginning, right? I definitely remember doing a list like that, and yeah, not a problem this year, definitely not. To the point that top 10 is just not enough. I want to do a top 15, you know? So that's what we're going to do here. And doing things a bit weird right now, because you'll see in the title of this video, I'm just doing 15 through 11 here. That's because I kind of want to give some quick shout-outs, right? Like, I say shout-outs, but these were games, right, that... Because 2017 was also, like, a year for games that I just couldn't be fucked beaten, okay? And I kind of just want to throw them out real quick, because these are all, like, really good games that I do, like, respect and shit. I just want to throw them out there to show that I didn't forget about them. I didn't forget about them. So, I got 6 games here real quick. Just going to throw them up here and talk about them briefly. Tales of Vesperia, you guys know that if you watch like my, my PS2, PS3 favourite top 20 lists, that my love for this series has kind of died down, and definitely includes this one. I popped it in for about an hour, couldn't get into it. I think that's what I need of a Tales game at this point, is to be into it like instantly. I'm guessing that in 2018 we'll get like the next Tales of game, and it'll be like amazing looking. It'll be built on a new engine designed for current platforms, because even this is on like the PS3 in Japan, so not really taking advantage of the PS4, but that's my prediction right there, and hopefully that's the one to get me back into it. But as it stands, Tales of Vesperia, wasn't too impressed by it. Okay, Fire Emblem Echoes. This one was like, I played it for like, I had a good few settings in it, and I was like, I'm gonna get into this, I'm gonna get into this. 2017 was actually the year that I kind of decided to myself that I wasn't as big a Fire Emblem fan as I thought I was. I've talked about this before briefly. I blame the Shining Force games on the Mega Drive and Saturn, because I played all of those in 2017 and fucking loved them. You know, like, definitely one of the best, like, franchises Sega's ever done, honestly. And, you know, they were clearly made to combat Fire Emblem, but I don't know, there was something about them. It probably is the Sega bias. You guys want to accept it as the Sega bias, you can do that. But yeah, it was, I just couldn't get into this. Just couldn't. So sorry, Fire Emblem. Next up, here's one that I definitely need to put more time into. It's already getting like, I don't know, the community is quite divided on it, I guess. ARMS for the Switch. You know what it is, right? I feel about this game the same way I felt about Splatoon 1 for the Wii U. You know, I totally respected that it was a new IP on Nintendo's new shiny console, you know. I respected the fact that it was acting as a service, drip feeding like free content as it goes on. You know, frankly, I think most games should fucking do that. Yeah, it was like something new and interesting. And I just need to like play it a bit more, okay? I do have a feeling it's just not going to be for me, but regardless, ARMS, I did buy it, so yeah. Keep bringing the new IPs, Nintendo. Okay, right, this one's probably the biggest, how should I put this, the biggest sin this year of just games that I played and just did not get into. Horizon Zero Dawn. You want to know what it was, right? Okay, this game was released on the same day as Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, okay? Long-time Zelda fan, there was no way I was not going to play Zelda before this, you know, before the bold, like, new IP, which we probably should be respecting a lot more. Actually, it's not like this game tanked in reviews or sales or whatever. It's got its fans, so yeah, there's that. But I remember beating Breath of the Wild and think to myself, right, I need to go into something else. But I went on to Nier Automata next, you know? And Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Nier Automata, maybe 2 games that you will see in the actual top 15, probably. And I remember beating Nier Automata, and Nier Automata has this massive, like, emotionally brain-fucking ending, you know? And I remember just finishing it, sitting in front of my PS3, and I was like, oh, fuck, that was amazing. But my body had different ideas. My body was like, right, Donald, time to get the next game in. Come on, you got a lot of games to get through. So I'm like, gone through into this game room. I'm pulling Horizon Zero Dawn off the shelf, put it in the PS4, sit down to play it, and it's starting to play out, and you see, like, Aloy in her childhood and all of that, and the story's trying to, like, set grounds and stuff, but I'm just like, can he fucking do it? No right after that, no right after Nier Automata. Turned it off, and I've not gotten to it again since. And yeah, this is, out of all these games, this is probably one I want to get to the most, really, because there's a lot of love for it. Next up is Neo, or Dark Souls. That's pretty much what it is. My view on Dark Souls is that I tend to just play them for like 20 hours or so. You know, I'll get into them, but I'll never really be compelled to beat them because I got other shit to do and they're hard as fuck, you know? And yeah, Neo, there's a lot of people that, like, love it more than Dark Souls. Like, I've seen the fans really craving this, and it's coming out on PC as well, I believe, so... But yeah, just, it was just one of those things. It's like I had other stuff to play, so... Sorry, Neo. And lastly, this is the one that's like... I can't believe I couldn't bring myself to beat it. It's like, there's something wrong with me for this game, for sure. Okay, Ys 8... Lacrimosa of Dana. Yes, okay. Yeah, I don't know. It was like, I usually love Falcom. In fact, this game kind of broke me a little, because it kind of like taught me, look, Donald, just because Falcom made it doesn't mean you have to run out and buy it and instantly love it. Because I definitely used to feel like that, coming off of like Trails in the Sky, but now I'm just like, you know what, Falcom, I still like you, but I'm gonna try and not like buy every single thing that you do, you know, because there's no guarantee that I'll like them all. And it's not even that the game is bad or that I don't like it, I just couldn't be fucked. So, yeah. Maybe eventually. I hear they came out with a patch that like fixed some localization shit that everybody hated. I don't know, but there you go, there's these. Right, so, and everything else that's probably not on the list, I either didn't play or don't care about it. So, yeah. Let's get into the actual top 5 here, shall we? Okay, now, first of all, number 15. Now, this was actually quite closely tied with Samus Returns for the 3DS. Okay, I quite liked Samus Returns, but it just misses the top 15 because of this game. Resident Evil 7. So, Resident Evil 7, you know, Resident Evil was definitely having a massive identity crisis in recent years, with 5, 6 somehow being worse, and you know, Operation Raccoon City and that, and you had some little bits of genius sputtered in, you know, like Resident Evil Revelations, but it was yet to truly go back to that sort of like those horror roots that it was so well known for. And this not only does it, but it does it in like a whole sort of new way, something that I consider to be like just as revolutionary as the over-the-shoulder view with Resident Evil 4 was back in the day, you know? I'd fully expect Resident Evil 8 to be in this same sort of style, and yeah, it was a really scary game, very classic, very faithful, and only played through it once, to be fair, which is probably why it's number 15, to be honest, but yeah, Resident Evil 7, good job Capcom. Shame the rest of the year wasn't so kind. Fucking Marvel Infinite. Yeah, I know nothing about Marvel Infinite, I just have loads of friends who hate it, so yeah. Okay, and number 14, funnily enough, is another like horror game. One that kind of took me by surprise with how much I liked it. A very small game, Little Nightmares. I played it on PC. This is like a sort of cinematic platformer game a la Abe's Odyssey or Limbo or something like that, but it's in sort of full 3D. It's got that same sort of like trial and error gameplay and the atmosphere to match it. Actually, the atmosphere's fucked up. This game is really fucked up, you know? But for whatever reason, I was very like intrigued by everything it did, you know? And like, there's DLC coming out for it, and I've not like touched that yet. I kind of want to wait till it all comes out before I like buy the season pass. I've bought like one season pass in my life. I hate buying season passes, but I may just buy it for fucking Little Nightmares because it was that good. And yeah, number 14. So good on you, Little Nightmares. Right. And this game was this was actually a really big surprise. Okay, because I bought this and didn't even touch it for ages. But then I remember I popped it in while I was waiting for Super Mario Odyssey to come out. It's like, I need something, I've got like a few days to Mario Odyssey, I need something like that I could sort of pop in and play for a bit. I popped this in and I played it even after Mario Odyssey came out, you know. Puyo Puyo Tetris. Not overly familiar with, well, actually that's not really true. I know what Puyo Puyo is. I've played a few of the games, own a bunch of them for like the Saturn and stuff. But I knew that this was like supposed to be a crossover with Tetris, and it's like, how the fuck does that work? But it was really cheap, and I kind of just bought it out of compulsion. You know, it's like, oh, it's published by Sega, I better buy that. And it kind of just sat on the shelf for ages before I was like, right, fuck it, let's pop it in. And it's addicting as hell. It really is, you know. And it actually meshes together Puyo Puyo and Tetris so well. And yeah, it's like, I'm very surprised by this, I really am, you know? I guess the thing is with Sega is that they can't really do too much with Puyo Puyo, because you get like Puyo Puyo in like other Sega games, just there for the hell of it, because the idea of it is so simple, as is Tetris, you know? So they kind of got to spruce it up a wee bit, and spruce it up they did, and I suppose the same can be said for like Tetris really, so yeah, it was good on both fronts as far as I'm concerned. Puyo Puyo Tetris, good one. And number 12, this is another download title, and it's almost kind of cheating, I'd say, but it's Hatsune Miku Future Tone. This was a massive compilation of almost all, I should say, Hatsune Miku songs that have been released in Sega games up until this point, all redone, 60 frames per second, 1080p. They put it up there for download on the PS4. You download it, and it was actually nostalgic. It was nostalgic, like, going back to these songs that I played on, like, my Japanese copies of these games for the PSP, you know, back in, like, 2010 odds. And, yeah, it was still, like, a really fun, addicting rhythm game and stuff, you know? But yeah, because it is, like, a sort of compilation, it does feel like cheating. And it was also that one game I was just talking about earlier that I bought the season pass for. I saved 4 quid. 4 quid. Like, basically, that 4 quid wasn't worth trading in my dignity for being a season pass virgin. And yeah, that's gone now. So, cheers, Hatsune Miku. Number 11. Number 11. Okay, now this is a game that is very much kind of getting underrated, I would say. Like, not a lot of people are talking about it now, and again, this came out near the beginning of the year, where shitloads of people, just like, shitloads of games came out, and it kind of like got in the shadow a bit too much, I'd say, but it's very underrated, and I'm actually quite sad that it's just missing my top 10, and that is Gravity Rush 2. I loved the first Gravity Rush game. I loved the remaster that they did for the PS4, you know? And when the second one got announced, I was like, oh, awesome. And yeah, it was pretty much more of what you got in the first Gravity Rush game on the PS4, and was awesome, you know? I love Kat, by the way. Kat is like a character I really love, you know? She's so selfless, you know, in a way that you wouldn't see in characters from other open world superhero games like, I don't know, Infamous, even though you can make good and bad in Infamous, but whatever. I love Kat, okay? She's awesome. And the game is awesome too, so... yeah, if you haven't tried this yet, if you never got the chance to, definitely try it out, because like I said, I feel like it's getting quite underrated. And the first one as well. First one's mega cheap, and this is probably mega cheap now as well, so yeah. Number 11, Gravity Rush 2. Okay guys, so that's like the little taste, I suppose. We'll do the full top 10 in its proper video, and yeah, hope you are looking forward to it. See you after, thanks for watching, bye bye.